at the 2022 National Senior Games, Plantation Aquatic Complex in Florida. As you know, the Senior Games are for those 50 and above. There's all levels with some of the younger guys that are maybe college swimmers to people that just swim to keep in shape. But it's really the training that keeps you fit, and the competition, which is fun to see friends, make new friends, kind of keeps you motivated to do this. And you don't have to drive off of the blocks. You can go off the side like these men. And again, you don't have to be fast. You just have to enjoy it and get out there and do your best. We like to interview people at these events, so we try and interview people, what this has meant to their life and how they've overcome obstacles. And we've also, you see some fast swimmers, big, the flip turns and everything. But the whole purpose of the Redefining Aging is to enhance the quality of your life, and through the testimonies of others, we think that can be a tool.
Okay.
We're here at the 2022 National Senior Games, somewhere around Fort Lauderdale, Miami. I'm not even sure where we are. We're
Plantation.
Plantation. We're here with Linda Fulton. We just met, of course, and Linda is very inspirational. She'll be the last to tell you that, but I think you set a record in the 100 back, and I'm not sure that you didn't set another record in the 200 back.
Yeah.
So she did, yes, she's amazing. So obviously swimming has been something, but she's also been an aerobic instructor. We just did an interview of the gentleman who trains fitness people, who said she's probably had the highest level of aerobic
capacity
of anybody, so very unique. But anyway, tell us a little bit of history of how you got into sports.
Oh, okay. Well, I was a swimmer as a kid.
Okay.
And I did swim in the 1968 Olympic trials, did not make the team.
Okay.
Anyway, then I quit for many years, went to college, swam on the college team at Texas Christian University. After I graduated, because there were a couple women and me that did real well in swimming and other sports, they finally awarded athletic scholarships for women. But I didn't get one. So I was a pioneer, and I'm proud of being a pioneer for women's swimming. So anyway, yeah.
And those other people didn't pay you, really?
I know, they just got paid themselves anyway. All was cool. So anyway, then I quit, for years. I have 4 children, 7 grandchildren. And then when I was 63 years old, I had both my knees replaced. And at 6 weeks after my surgery, the surgeon said, "Hey, you're doing great. Swimming is really good for post-surgery and all." And I started swimming again at 63, and so now I'm 70. And I've enjoyed every minute of it. I get up in the morning and go, yeah, I get to swim.
Well, you're such an inspiration, because you just have a quality of the way you approach things. You're very enthusiastic about everything you do, probably.
Yeah.
But, and it shows up in your swimming. What other things do you do to keep yourself fit?
To keep myself fit? Well, I've been a fitness professional for, I think, 35 years. Now, COVID, I worked for 2 YMCAs, and when COVID came, both YMCAs closed. They will not open again. So I just teach them Zoom classes online on Zoom for some of my people, and water fitness. So, but I swim every day at 6 a.m. I do.
5 days a week?
7 days a week. Right, I go before church. Yeah.
Okay. Well, to those people that are tuning in and need to do something to get fit, what would you recommend? How would you recommend?
Just to get fit, okay, anything they want to do, it's all about just moving. Just moving. So if they happen to like swimming or walking in the water or whatever, that's great. Walking is fine. Just anything to get them moving. And there's so many activities now that seniors have that are being offered. So just anything they enjoy.
Yeah,
that's it. You got to love it or enjoy it anyway.
And do you have people you train with that help motivate you?
Well, I have this 6 a.m. group at my swimming pool that's across the street from me.
Oh,
and
you only have to walk across the street?
And I'm the only serious swimmer, so they just kind of lottie-dying, but they do it every day. Some of them are walkers, and they are so sweet because the day before they all decide who's going to be there when I come, because they don't want me to swim alone. So I have protection through my little group of swimmers. It is cute. Yeah.
What other events do you compete in? This is, of course, the National Senior Olympics.
Yeah.
So what other things?
No, I only do swimming because of my knee replacements. My surgeon had said, they're the best they're going to be, so if you wreck them, they're not going to be good anymore. So I thought swimming and teaching fitness is plenty.
Do you do other swimming events around the country or anything?
Oh yeah, we go everywhere.
Oh.
Yeah. With senior games, a couple years ago we were in Albuquerque, and before that Birmingham, and there's other meets. But we have a lot here in Florida.
Yeah.
A lot of
swimming.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, the other thing we like to ask is what drives you? What is kind of your foundation, your spiritual beliefs?
My spiritual. Okay, I love the Lord. Oh my goodness. So I got saved when I was 42 years old. And should I tell you my little story?
Yeah,
Here's my story. Okay. Well, I happen to have 4 children with 3 husbands. Okay, so I know that doesn't sound very good, but that was before I knew the Lord. And my third husband said, I'd like to send your kids to a Christian school. And I said, they're going to a Christian school. And he said, no, they're really not. They're going to a little church school. But I'd like to send them to it. Yeah. And I said, well, that's great. So anyway, I get on the phone, and it's Christmas time. And I hear this message on the phone, and it said, we're on Christmas break. We'll be back in the office January 3rd. And at the end of that message, it said, have a blessed and Christ-centered Christmas. And at that moment, I'm getting goosebumps now. This heat went all the way up to me, and I realized I slid to the floor. The old telephones with the cords, I slid to the floor and wept because I knew I had never had a Christmas with Christ in the center of it before. Wow. So that was the start of my walk.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it was cute.
So the Lord really worked
just
in your life in a very powerful, immediate way.
And it was a snowball thing after that.
For me, it was slow.
Mine was a kick.
Yeah, that sounds like it. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And so you've just grown in your faith over
Amen. He lives right there.
Yeah, and that's the truth.
Yeah.
And we love it. We want people to have a better quality of life by being in better condition.
Yes.
But more importantly, it's where you're going to spend eternity.
Absolutely. And that is one thing with the politics and all that, because I have very strong beliefs on many things. But someone told me a while back, it's more important that you are a good witness for the Lord than politics or anything else. So I just try to keep my mouth shut when I have to. Yeah. Just because if I have an opportunity to lead them to the Lord, it's more important.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And Jesus said, I'm the way, the truth, and the life.
Amen.
No one comes to the Father but through me. There is no plan B.
That's right.
So we want to promote the only way there is. So
amen. Absolutely.
That's such a blessing for us. We appreciate your
thank you.
enthusiasm.
Okay. Well, thank you for having me.
Nature and
thank you.
We even have an audience here. Yeah.
Oh my God.
In Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and won 5 gold and a silver medal. Since 2016, she has won 27 gold medals in the Florida Senior Games, and she has a long and storied history in the pool throughout her life, beginning as a youth through college and now in the Florida Senior Games. Please clap, please.
Who's he?
Give it up for Ms. Linda Fulton, Florida Senior Games Athlete of the Year. She joined a fellow swimmer as an Athlete of the Year who's also here today, Mr. Rudy Vasmina, who was the 2015 Athlete of the Year. So we're all in some high company today for Florida Senior Games swimmers. Congratulations, Linda won 2 records. Set 2 new records this afternoon, and will continue to with the excellence that she's always had. Thank you all. Thank you, Linda.
We want to thank you for watching RedefiningAging.us. I'm John Disterdick, your host. And our goal for the series is pretty simple. We just want to enhance the quality of people's lives. So if you know of an event that you think would be one for good for us to cover, please fill out the form on our website, and not only the event and what it is, where it is, when it is, and if there's a person you know that you think would be a good person for us to do a testimony on in some event, please let us know. And if you want a fuller description of my testimony, you can either go to johndisterdick.com and look under ministry, or you can go here at redefiningaging.us. We appreciate your viewership. God bless, and hope to see you on more shows.